Hey brothers and sisters, Matt Hatton here. So we're going to do a few pulls in the costume chamber to see if I can get some of the new costumes that I don't have yet. I have done a few pulls, but as far as the costume chamber for the new costumes, the featured costumes are going to be Marjana, who is a probably one of the best of the new costumes, and then we have Kagan, who's a 5-star as well. I have pulled 3 Kagans so far, no Marjana. So I'm hoping not to see another Kagan. But the appearance rates for the costume chamber are going to be for the 3-star rare, you have a 71% chance. For the epic heroes, we have a 26.5% chance. And for the legendary heroes, as far as the non-featured, we have a 1.2% chance. And then for either Kagan or Marjana, we have a 1.3% chance to pull them. And then, of course, Bertilla for January is still the hero of the month. So as far as the 25 new costumes, there are 8 in the Holy class, there are 8 in the Fire class, we have 4 in the Dark class, and we have 5 in the Ice class. So out of all these, on my previous pulls, I have pulled 18 to 25 of these, but I'm missing 7, and they're kind of the key 7 to be missing. I don't have Justice, Leonidas, Marjana, Thorn, Obakan, or any of the 4-stars, which include Khalil, Sabina, and Scarlet. So those are all pretty good heroes to be missing. I mean, some of the others aren't so bad as well, but we'll go over those when I do the deep dive on the new heroes. But as far as the portal question mark, will I get any of the seven missing costumes, or will I get a 4th Kagan? Really, the odds as far as this costume chamber are not in my favor. There are, I believe, a total of 20 legendary costumes now. And with the amount of the new, there's 25 new 3, 4, and 5 stars combined with all the existing costumes. So really, you got to go into the costume chamber with a clear expectation that the odds of like getting a specific hero or costume that you don't have yet is going to be very, very small. And if they keep adding costumes to this costume chamber, it's just going to be harder and harder to get. So just be realistic and be responsible when it comes to these pulls. So let's jump over to the summon portal, and we'll see if I have any luck here getting some of these that I really would like to have, but I'm not going to chase them too far. So let's see. All right, that's a new one, Khalil. All right, so Khalil is new. Let's take a look. All right, not a great costume. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so Insarnia is one of the classic costumes, but it is new for me. Deals 220% damage to all enemies. All enemies get minus 20% defense for 6 turns. What was the base? So she's doing a 20% more damage to all enemies, but she's doing less defensive down by 10%. So not bad. I mean, the costumes, whether you use the costume or the base version, I mean, the costume bonus is definitely worth it. So I have not leveled up Asarnia. The costume doesn't make me want to do it anytime soon, but Costume is better than no costume. All right. All right, nothing new. All right, not looking good, but this is kind of what I expected, but let's see. All right, bunch of dupes. All right, we're getting new costumes, but they're dupes. So, all right, this is it. Last 10 pull. There we go. Okay, all right. Finish strong on that one. Okay, so Marjana is probably tied for the best of the new costumes because of her new ability to add a defense down against fire for 3 turns, so that's really good. She's still running it fast. She's doing 305% damage to a single target and minor damage to nearby enemies, and then all ice enemies are getting minus 20% attack for 3 turns against your entire team. So Marjana's definitely a great hero. Very happy about her. Very happy about Thorn as well, because Thorn in his base stats, he's an average hero, or average speed, mana speed, dealing 445% damage to a target and minor damage to nearby enemies. So I wouldn't call him a sniper because he's running average mana speed, but he does some significant damage against a single target with that small splash damage. But when you look at his costume now, he's still running at average mana speed, but he's dealing 488% damage to a single target. He loses his splash damage, but that's okay. But he's also getting plus 10% mana generation for 3 turns. So essentially what he's doing is once he goes off and casts his special for the first time, he's bumping his mana up, so now he could be potentially running at a fast speed, just depending on, if you have mana troops as well on him. So what I said earlier about his base costume not quite being a sniper, this actually turns him into more of a sniper because he's hitting a single target very hard. And as long as you get that mana boost, whether it's coming from his special going off or you're adding it from one of your other heroes that does mana gen, it really is bumping him into the fast category. So now you can run Thorn as, you could run him as a wing, or you could run him as a flank. So really cool. I like the fact that he's a sorcerer as well. And then the other one, this was a duplicate for me, but it's worth mentioning. Gormek is also a really great hero. He's destroying all minions from all enemies if there's minions up, and then he's dealing 145% damage to all enemies, no matter if there's minions or not, but he is removing the minions first, so keep that in mind. And then he's also recovering 80 HP for each destroyed minion. So this hero, or the costume for Gormek, makes him very similar to a Grimble. So in the new war event where basically everyone's getting a undead minion, you know, or maybe with the Mythic Titans where there's the Watchers that count as minions that are there. Gormek has kind of he's a good base hero, I would say, but then with that minion stuff that's going on with him, it really kind of puts him into a couple different niche categories. So I really like the Gormek costume as well. So overall, this last 10 pull, I mean, this basically saved me. I would have been pretty disappointed, although I was expecting to be disappointed. But getting Marjana and Thorn, and you know, another copy of Gormek, if I hadn't had him, it would even be better. But to get those on the last 10 pull, there is nothing to complain about. Just, you know, keep in mind on this costume chamber, with the additional 25 new costumes, as exciting as they are super rare on their own. And then when you consider that they're going into a pretty deep pool of heroes, there are costumes that were already there, you know, the odds are just really, really slim. So definitely don't go into the costume chamber chasing any specific ones. There are a lot of really cool costumes that we'll go over in our deep dive on all these different heroes, but just, you know, be responsible and just, you know, set realistic expectations. So thanks for tuning in to the video. Hope you enjoyed the pulls, and as always, feel free to like and subscribe, and we hope to see you on the next video. Take care, everybody.